Imagine waking up one day and realizing that everything you believe about reality might be wrong. What if the colors you see aren't the colors everyone else experiences? What if time isn't as linear as we've been taught? And what if animals could talk? What secrets about life and nature might they reveal? In today's video, we're diving into a series of mind-bending questions that challenge our everyday thinking. Grab your curiosity and join me on this journey. You won't want to miss the question that could completely transform your perspective on the world. Have you ever considered, and I mean really considered, that the entire history of the universe, from the Big Bang to the formation of our solar system, might just be a cosmic blip on the radar of some even grander, more unfathomable reality? Imagine, for a moment, the sheer scale of it all. The universe, with its billions of galaxies, each containing billions of stars, and each star potentially hosting its own array of planets. It's a vast, almost incomprehensible expanse that stretches the limits of our imagination. But that's the power of mind-bending questions. We often go about our daily lives, navigating the familiar routines and predictable patterns, rarely stopping to question the very fabric of our existence. We wake up, go to work, interact with friends and family, and repeat the cycle, often without pausing to reflect on the deeper mysteries that lie beneath the surface of our reality. Imagine possessing the ability to teleport, to instantaneously transport yourself from one location to another. No more traffic jams, no more long-haul flights, just the sheer convenience of being able to materialize wherever your heart desires, once a month, of course. Now, some of you might choose to teleport to exotic destinations, to bask on sun-drenched beaches or explore ancient ruins. And while I wouldn't fault you for indulging in a bit of cosmic tourism, consider the scientific implications of teleportation. Think about it. Instantaneous travel would revolutionize space exploration. We could visit distant planets, study far-off galaxies, and unlock the secrets of the cosmos, all within a human lifetime. But teleportation also raises intriguing questions about the nature of space and time. Are we bending the fabric of reality when we teleport? Or are we simply exploiting some hidden loophole in the laws of physics? It's enough to make your head spin, but that's why we're here, isn't it? We perceive the world through our senses, but what if those senses aren't as reliable as we think? Take color, for instance. We all know the colors of the rainbow: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. But what if the way we perceive those colors, the actual subjective experience of seeing blue, is different for each individual? Think about it. Light waves themselves don't have inherent color. They're just electromagnetic radiation of different wavelengths. Our brains interpret those wavelengths and assign colors to them. But what if those interpretations vary from person to person? It's like having a room full of people listening to the same song on different headphones. Everyone hears the same notes, the same melody, but the individual experience of that music, the way it makes you feel, can be vastly different. So, the next time you're admiring a vibrant sunset or gazing at a field of wildflowers, remember that the colors you're seeing, the subjective experience of those colors, might be uniquely your own. So, we're diving into the animal kingdom with a big what if. What if animals could talk? Who'd be dishing out the verbal insults? And who'd be all prim and proper? Now, you might think the rudest animal would be some alpha predator, right? A lion roaring insults, a shark trash-talking its prey. But I'm going to throw a curveball at you. The cuttlefish. These masters of disguise, they're already manipulating light to confuse their prey and attract mates. Imagine the psychological warfare they could wage with words. They could be crafting intricate insults, subtle jabs at your insecurities, all while flashing hypnotic colors, and you wouldn't even know you were being played until it was too late. They'd be the ultimate passive-aggressive gossip mongers of the sea. But hey, maybe that's just me projecting human traits onto cephalopods. It's a thought experiment, folks, but it makes you wonder if the capacity for complex communication would necessarily make animals more polite. or just open up a whole new can of worms, so to speak. We humans, we experience the world through our five senses: sight, smell, taste, touch, sound. But imagine if we had a sixth sense, something beyond our current comprehension. Would it be like seeing infrared light or sensing magnetic fields like migrating birds? Or maybe it's something truly alien, something we can't even begin to fathom. How would it change our understanding of the universe? Would it unlock hidden dimensions, reveal secrets previously hidden from our perception? Imagine being able to perceive the passage of time in a whole new way, or feeling the emotions of others as tangible sensations. It's mind-blowing. But with this new sense would come new challenges. Would we be overwhelmed by this constant influx of new information? Would our brains be able to process it all, or would it drive us mad? It's a tantalizing thought experiment, pushing the boundaries of our understanding of what it means to be human. Now, let's talk about virtual reality. I mean, the truly immersive kind. The kind that blurs the line between the digital and the real. What if we could jack into a virtual world that was indistinguishable from our own? A world where we could live out our wildest dreams? Want to climb Mount Everest? Done. Walk on the moon? Easy. Compose a symphony that would make Mozart jealous? Go for it. In this virtual utopia, limitations would be a thing of the past. We could reshape our bodies, explore distant galaxies, even cheat death, all from the comfort of our own digital cocoons. But at what cost? Would we become so enamored with this simulated paradise that we lose touch with reality altogether? Would we forget the smell of rain on pavement, the feeling of sand between our toes, the genuine human connection that makes life worth living? It's a slippery slope, my friends, and one we should tread carefully. We humans, we tend to think we're the most interesting things on this planet. With our bustling cities and complex languages, it's easy to forget that life on Earth existed long before we arrived on the scene. And for billions of years, plants have been quietly observing, evolving, and adapting. Imagine the stories they could tell, the secrets they hold within their very cells. Think about the bristlecone pines, some living for thousands of years, weathering storms and witnessing the rise and fall of civilizations. Or the giant sequoias, reaching for the heavens, their roots intertwining with the very fabric of the earth. These ancient beings possess a wisdom we can barely comprehend. If we could tap into their vast knowledge, what might we learn? Could they teach us about resilience in the face of adversity? Could they reveal the secrets of longevity and harmony with nature? The possibilities for understanding our place in the universe are endless. And who knows, maybe they have some pretty strong opinions about the way we've been treating the planet. Have you ever stopped to think about the sheer power packed into a single thought? It's a concept that can be both mind-boggling and awe-inspiring. I mean, it's wild, right? Just one tiny thought can set off a cascade of events that ripple through our lives and the lives of those around us. Like a whisper in a hurricane, it can seem insignificant. But hold on. That whisper, that tiny thought, can grow and evolve into something monumental. Even the smallest breeze can set off a chain reaction, eventually causing a tornado on the other side of the world. This is the essence of the butterfly effect. That's the butterfly effect, my friends. A concept that illustrates how minor actions can lead to significant consequences. A tiny flutter of a butterfly's wings in Brazil setting off a cascade of atmospheric events that lead to a full-blown typhoon in Japan. It's a powerful reminder of the interconnectedness of all things. It's chaos theory in action, reminding us that everything is interconnected in ways we can't even begin to fathom. Our world is a complex web of interactions and relationships. Now, imagine applying that to your thoughts. Each thought you have is like a pebble dropped into a pond, creating ripples that extend far beyond the initial splash. Each one, a butterfly wing flap in the vast expanse of your consciousness. These thoughts can influence your emotions, your actions, and even your destiny. A seemingly insignificant decision to grab coffee instead of tea might lead you to bump into your future spouse, changing the course of your life forever. Or that fleeting idea for a novel could blossom into a best-selling masterpiece, touching the lives of countless readers and inspiring future generations. You see, our thoughts are not just passive whispers in the wind. They are the seeds of our future, the blueprints of our reality. And ultimately, they determine the trajectory of our lives. So the next time you have a thought, remember its potential. It could be the start of something extraordinary. Okay, cosmic comrades, let's get real for a second. We spend roughly 1/3 of our lives asleep. That's a whole lot of time spent catching Z's when we could be out there exploring the universe, or, finally finishing that Netflix series we started ages ago. Now, I know what you're thinking. Nancy, sleep is essential. It's when our bodies and minds recharge, repair, and dream up new galaxies. And you're not wrong. But what if, and stay with me here, what if sleep was no longer a biological necessity? What if, through some mind-blowing scientific breakthrough, we could hack the system and eliminate the need for sleep altogether? Imagine a world where the night is just an extension of the day, where productivity knows no bounds, and where the concept of burning the midnight oil becomes delightfully obsolete. We could finally conquer those ever-growing to-do lists, binge-watch all the documentaries our hearts desire, and still have time for a leisurely stroll through the cosmos. Metaphorically speaking, of course. But hold on. Before we get too carried away with this sleep-free utopia, let's consider the potential downsides. First off, sleep isn't just about recharging our bodies. It's a critical time for our brains to process information, consolidate memories, and clear out toxins. Without sleep, we might find ourselves struggling with cognitive functions. Imagine trying to get through your day with a foggy mind, making mistakes at work, or forgetting important details. The quality of our work and our overall well-being could take a serious hit. And let's not forget the physical health implications. Chronic sleep deprivation is linked to a host of health issues, including heart disease, high blood pressure, and a weakened immune system. There's also the social aspect to consider. Sleep is a shared human experience, something that connects us. Late-night conversations, sleepovers, and even the simple act of saying goodnight are all part of our social fabric. So while the idea of a world without sleep might sound appealing at first, it's important to remember the balance that sleep brings to our lives. It's not just about productivity. It's about health, well-being, and human connection. In the end, maybe it's not about eliminating sleep, but rather finding ways to make the most of our waking hours, embracing the time we have, both day and night, and finding joy in the balance. So, cosmic comrades, let's dream big, but let's also remember to cherish the dreams we have while we sleep. After all, some of the best adventures happen in our dreams. Wow, we've journeyed to the edges of reality and back again, haven't we? From the power of a single thought to a world without sleep, these mind-bending questions have challenged our assumptions and ignited our imaginations. And that's what it's all about, folks. Remember, the universe is full of mysteries, and the more questions we ask, the closer we get to unlocking its secrets. So keep those brain cells buzzing, stay curious, and never stop exploring the infinite possibilities that lie beyond the realm of the known. Now, I want to hear from you. Which question blew your mind the most? Drop a comment below, and let's keep this cosmic conversation going. And hey, if you're hungry for more thought-provoking content, be sure to check out my other video on mention a related video topic. Until next time, keep looking up.